Trump gives China great credit for taking advantage of U.S. trade relations. President Trump, who was in China on Thursday, said he does not blame the country for taking advantage of the lopsided trade relationship between the U.S. and Beijing. Trump criticized China for its very one-sided and unfair trade dealings. He called on the country to address the practices that drive the shockingly large trade deficit. "But I don't blame China," he said. "After all, who can blame a country for being able to take advantage of another country for the benefit of its citizens?" To applause, Trump said, "I give China great credit." Trump made the comments after announcing of new business deals between the U.S. and Chinese companies. Trump's remarks came during his second day in China and after lengthy meetings with President Xi Jinping. The day included announcements that the U.S. and China had signed agreements valued at more than $250 billion for products that included U.S.-made jet engines, auto parts, liquefied natural gas and beef. Trump had made narrowing the multi-billion-dollar U.S. trade deficit with China a priority for his administration. During the presidential campaign, he accused China of raping our country on trade and pledged to minimize the country's trade imbalance. China's trade surplus with the United States in October widened by 12.2% from a year earlier, to $26.6 billion, according to Chinese customs data released Wednesday. The total surplus with the United States for the first 10 months of the year rose to $223 billion. Xi promised to open more doors for foreign companies in China and described U.S.-China relations as standing at a new historic starting point. "The Pacific Ocean is big enough to accommodate both China and the United States," Xi said. The United States and other trading partners have been pressing Beijing to give their companies more access to its state-dominated economy. But it remains unclear how far China will go to fulfill its pledges. Previous U.S. administrations have hailed market-opening promises only to be left disappointed. The Associated Press contributed to this report.